Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of my Iceni campaign on Emperor Edition of Rome 2 Total War. As you can see, a couple of things have changed since last time. Eladon is now under my rule, as is what Stanwick was as well last time. But everywhere has 100 public order, so we're looking pretty cushy around there. And the Ebdani tribe from Ireland has taken over the Wales region of Britannia. I've also made a tentative friendship with the Gauls, and the Frizzy are my enemies, so I presume they declared war on me, so I presume they will want to come and invade me at some point. So we are going to be taking over the Welsh region and then hopping over to Ireland, I presume, in this episode. I don't think we'll get too much further than that. And then we'll have to contest with these guys, despite the fact that they are, well, fairly good friends. So, in relation terms, anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, as you can see, 79, which is quite a lot, to be honest. But sometimes, because I want to unite Britannia, I don't really have any option but to take them out. So we're just going to switch to the tactical map, or strategic overview, and just to show you the course of action. So far, as you can see, we've come down from the northern area, and we're invading the Welsh settlement, and we're going to be attacking them next turn, which you will see. And then from there, the fleet will come round the coast. We'll be picking up the troops on the coast of Wales, and then invading the Irish settlement, and that will bring us a lot closer to the overall goal, which is to conquer Britannia. In my capital, I've just unlocked a new type of unit, which is the veteran riders. I've just been reading up about them on the Rome wiki, and basically they seem like very useful troops to have around indeed. Perhaps one of the better cavalry units that you can acquire in the game. So I'm not sure if, well, perhaps when we go after the southern region, I'll be able to show them off. I'll start building some now, and then I should be ready by then. But for now, the idea is to clear up these guys' troops, or the troops that are on the mainland, in order to be able to go over and, well, destroy them, basically. As you can now see by the faction map, I've got two issues coming all together. We have the Abdani tribe there and their settlement here, and I have my two armies here and currently in Wales. So the plan will be that this one will attack them as they're currently raiding my town, and these will go across the water and invade by sea over there. So, yeah. The Abdani forces have decided to come and attack me at this river crossing, I believe. They got a slight advantage in terms of the troop numbers, but in terms of the strength of troops, mine seem to have the upper hand. But we'll have to see just how it pans out. Just taking a look at the tactical map before I start deploying my troops. As you can see here, we have a ford in the middle of the river, and also a bridge that goes across on that left hand side. Now, the idea is to put the bulk of my troops along this ridge here. Probably should have got rid of the bulk of my troops along this ridge here, to stack them up across there, and then have a token force of units, including my cavalry, to go across here when the battle is engaged, and to flank around the side. So hopefully that will yield victory, and we will crush them there. But we have to see what the computer decides to do, and I presume it will go down the middle, down the ford, but if it does decide to take them down there, then I'll have to reshuffle. But that's the plan for now. Let's see how it pans out. Wow, that was really close. So if we look at the strategic map now, after it's finished, basically what happened is they decided to line up on this side going across there, which then meant my formation of troops that I'd set up for the ford went here. So what I should have done is set up troops there and then gone across the back with the cavalry. That might have been more useful, but their heroic nobles, basically, they took so much beating. I took out a couple of units of my own. So there has been some really, really heavy losses. But fortunately, we did win. And that should hopefully destroy all their troops on the mainland. It is time to take the Albanas settlement over there on island. But as you can see here, we've got a problem with the Frizzy tribe and their enemy army of 20 units out of 20 units is coming, I believe, to attack Camalodonium. And yeah, it turns out I reckon I've got about 22, 23 units there altogether to hold it off with. So it does depend on the quality of their army as to whether that will be a threat or not. Anyway, as you can see, yeah, I have quite a large disadvantage in going into this. They've got about 300 more men than I do, weirdly enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to encircle, basically just hold them off, and hire some mercenaries. Well, I can't hire that many because I don't have a lot of money, but hopefully just enough to give me an advantage. Well, I'm going to wait for them to attack me, I think. What is the well, if they leave me a turn, they will take some fairly decent attrition anyway. So let's end turn and see what happens. I reckon the Frizzy are going to attack. I think they're on. I don't know if they're raiding actually or actually attacking. That will be interesting to see what they do. Right. Okay. So I would reckon that their fleet is heading off up here to take one of these settlements, unfortunately. And I'm pretty much at about my limit in terms of troops I can have because of the high number of mercenaries I've got. I was hoping that turn of besieging would give me an advantage, but hasn't given me enough of one. That guy doesn't have any mercenaries, so although I guess I could move him up there on the off chance that they decide to attack me. Anyway, we'll have to see where this leads. So they fell into my trap, or sort of the Abdani tribe. They decided to come out of their town and attack me, which gives me the advantage because it takes out the fleet and well, basically it takes out the fleet and means that they're coming to attack me, which gives me the defensive advantage. Well, let's see how this goes. Well, when I tell you that that was a bad fight, you will know why. They had the high ground. They seemed to have quite a lot of slingers as well that were just being a nuisance, quite frankly. And once again, the noble fighters are really, really strong, and it took a lot, and I mean a heck of a lot, to bring them down. Um, Basically, I had to throw pretty much everything at them, including the kitchen sink. So I'm going to enslave... Oh, goodness me. The frizzies have landed on my shore, and things are not quite going to plan anymore. Political intrigue has a... I don't know. Nothing there. Basically, I'm not going to be able to stop them with what I've got, but yeah, I think it's a pretty tight situation at the minute. Oh wow. So yeah, now is probably the time for me to hire some mercenaries. Let's see if I can take it this turn. Oh, I should be able to, apparently. So, hopefully we'll be able to capture it, and, well, then I can get rid of some of these mercenaries, but, yeah, I'm going to have to go for it this turn, or else this might be my last opportunity. Let's start the battle. With the Albana region now taken, and the, well, little, very small remnants of the Ebdani tribe, Britain is nearly mine. So in the second episode we've, well, nearly got the whole way there. I don't see a point in starting a war with the Demoni before we vanquish the Frizzy threat. So thank you very much, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and you'll have to join me next time when we see what happens with that invasion and hopefully conquer Britannia. Thank you very much. Goodbye.